Why do I need social media? I just want to write. Social media, no, no, no. Okay, so write. But don't expect to find new readers, make new author and writer friends, or even sell very many books. Hello, fabulous writers. Welcome back. If you're new, thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. And if you want show notes, they will now be in 3 places. They will be at Club Autumn. That's my Facebook group. They will be on my website, or they can come right to your mailbox. Just sign up for my newsletter. Let's look at why you need social media. Now, this is going to be a very broad kind of why you need social media kind of thing for new writers. And maybe even some writers who have been doing it for a while and you're just like, I just don't want to do all the social media. Well, we're going to have a chat. Let's look first at why you need social media. To find readers, to engage with readers, to announce a new book, a promotion, or a giveaway. You'll be able to connect with podcasters, book reviewers, and bookstagrammers. Basically, social media is a way for you to be more accessible, more out there, more seen. And here's the thing, if people like you, generally, then they will like your books. That's a good thing. Readers like you on social media because they get to learn more about you, the author. Writers like when you're on social media because they get to learn more about you, the writer. Readers like learning about giveaways and promotions and a new release. And they like to engage with you, at least, superficially. The biggest issue with all that social media is finding content. Content is king. Or queen. Maybe the whole royal family. Let's talk platforms. It may sound scary, but it's not. The first is, I'm going to start with TikTok. The good is that the videos are short, up to 3 minutes long. And they stay on TikTok, they stay on your TikTok page forever. Or whatever forever is in social media time. They can be rewatched. The bad is it takes time to prepare, video, and edit the content. YouTube, the good. It stays up forever and can be rewatched. And you get to say more and do more, like this show. The bad is that it takes more time to write the content, video, and edit the content. It's not considered a social media platform for engaging, but people leave me comments and people will comment back. Chances are if you've commented to me or to another YouTuber, they will comment back. Facebook, yes, everybody's favorite or not. You can have your regular Facebook, your author page, and then groups. The bad is that with Facebook algorithms, at least right now at this moment as I speak, because Facebook is always changing it up. If you don't comment on a friend's post, then after a while it goes away and then you're only left with maybe, 10 or so people that you see. So the algorithms seem to shrink your feed or shrink what you actually see. FB algorithms therefore can hide your big Facebook page or your author page. It just doesn't get seen. So that big promotion that you're having doesn't get seen. If someone misses your post, they missed it. I can't tell you how many new authors and writers I see who are saying, nobody clicked on my post, nobody liked or shared or anything. Well, you posted it at a time nobody saw it, it got lost in the feed, and that's the way Facebook is. You post, a half hour goes by and bye-bye, it's gone. It's hard to find. Facebook does, however, like Facebook groups. So I encourage you, at least now, right now, while they are favoring groups, to become active on more Facebook groups. I have 3 Facebook groups. One is private, that is Club Autumn. You've heard me talk about that before. The other is Historical Fiction Fans Club, and that is for historical fiction writers, authors, and readers. And also Write Better, Author Smarter. I do that in conjunction with another author friend of mine, and that is more author-writer centric. Podcasts. The good is that they're easier to do than YouTube because you don't have the video aspect, you just have the voice, which you can edit. You don't have to put your makeup on for a podcast. I use Anchor FM, which once you upload to Anchor FM, it kind of goes out to all of the other different platforms. So this channel, Write Better, Author Smarter, is on, 5 or 6 podcast platforms, all the big ones, which is definitely a plus. The bad is that there are probably, 1 million or more podcasts. So easy to get lost. Easy to get lost. Where's my podcast? I don't see it anywhere. Instagram is another favorite. The good is that there are stories and reels and post options. You can also get a really good feel for a reader, an author, or a reviewer by simply, scrolling, checking out their feed, just going on their Instagram and checking out what kinds of things they like to post. Some people do more personal things, some keep it strictly book related. A reader can like and comment, and you can have conversations. And of course, then there is the messaging aspect for more personal kinds of, maybe perhaps pitching your book. I just love it when a reader or a book reviewer mentions or comments whenever I post a picture. You're just like, oh, they know me. The bad is that you have to be pretty decent with a camera, take a nice picture, and have content. Content. It's always the content. That's the thing. It's always the content. Pinterest. Now the good is that it's always up there. People can look at it because it opens up as your Pinterest board. So you can put a lot of different cool things up there. I've talked also about secret boards, which I use a lot. The bad is that it is not really social media. There's not a lot of interaction between it, but your stuff does stay up there. And it seems to me that Pinterest is used more by women. LinkedIn. Now, the good is that you can find editors and writers and authors, people in the publishing industry. LinkedIn makes you appear more professional. It's a place to show your resume, show your stuff, show your cred, showcase your awards and your experiences and expertise. The bad is that I find it's kind of difficult to build connections. Yeah, that seems to be the tougher part. Twitter. Now, the good is it's a long time platform and it's easy to use. The bad is that one tweet, a few seconds later, and bye-bye, tweet gone forever. Well, at least nobody sees it anymore. The feed goes really fast. It's difficult for a tweet to get noticed. You need to have thousands and thousands of followers to be relevant, and it's really difficult for a tweet to go viral. Goodreads. It's great for the reader. In fact, it is for the reader. For the author, not so much. Also, depending on who you talk to, there can be a lot of trolling. So don't get involved in any comments back and forth on Goodreads. Just post your books, post your videos, and bye-bye. That's a lot. That's a lot, right? So here's what you need to figure out. Where does your audience hang out? Where can you find a new audience? Where can you connect with other authors, with other writers? Which is super, super, super important. Connections. I'll post a link to a video about the importance of connections in the description box below. And here's another thing you need to figure out or know, and that happens eventually, is finding out which hashtags work best with which platform, genre, and book. And then use the hashtags. You will have a much greater chance of being seen. Should you do it all? Well, I do. I really do. I mean, why not? And if you're thinking, no way, Autumn, am I going to do all of that social media, then watch next week when I'm going to show you how to do it all and not stress. See, that's the key. Not stressing over the social media. Because you know what? It's so easy to stress about it. And I did for a long time, which is why I decided to make the video for next week about how not to stress. A few more social media things. Be mindful of how you appear, how you come off on social media. Don't be repetitive. Buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. That's spam. Nobody likes the spam. Don't friend or follow someone and then immediately pitch them your book or try to sell them something. That always gets an Insta unfollow from me. Be mindful of your comments and your posts. Don't just fire them off. For example, there was one author who said something really negative about Walmart. I'm like, for a lot of people in the country, Walmart is the only game in town. Plus, Walmart has everything and everything. Why would you diss on Walmart? So be mindful of what you say. It's easy, so easy, as you know, to offend people. Think before you write. Think before you write. My personal rule with social media is no politics. For obvious reasons. Here's what you will need for all of your social media. A great headshot, a great bio, and I will include a link to how to write a bio if you're a new author in the description box below. And of course, great content. Some people like to plan out their posts. Bookstagrammers, book bloggers, they plan things way in advance. I don't do that because that's not my thing. And except for the YouTube, which I only do maybe 1 or 2 weeks in advance, and that's to feed the YouTube algorithms, all of my stuff is done organically. Something comes up, I think, ooh, that would be good for here, and then I post it on the social media. And that's one of the things I'm going to discuss next week because that works best for me. It was less stressful for me. Once again, maybe different for you if you're a big time planner. That's a lot of social media. I gave you the Reader's Digest version. Are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed? Don't be, because next week I've got you covered. If you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button. I would love it. And it lets me know that you like my content, that you want more of my content, and helps other writers like yourself find me a whole lot easier. Once again, if you want the show notes, just join my newsletter. That's on my website, and I will send a link every week to the video as well as the show notes. As always, writers, dream, create, and embrace. Bye-bye.